and the homes are black and shiny and their hot blood. Well, the bullet of fear went through the night, they thundered in the sky, and you saw the rise was coming on. Then you looked at me, you're a man, hey. Carrying on hope. Ghost rider. Well, the range is sort of halfway between home on the range and the United States Navy's aerial gunnery range that's just up on the hill from us here. There's no place on the planet I could have done this. No place. Don't own the property, don't even have permission to be here, and here I am building a music theater. Here is, in the past, if you look around the rest of the county, or even from the people here, it's known for, you know, alien smugglers and drug runners and range runners and drug addicts, and that's the reputation it's had in the past, you know. And let's switch frames just a little bit. There's one night I'm out here on this slab when there was nothing here, and I looked up to the sky and I was thinking, you know, here I am 50 years old, and this is pretty much the best place for me to live. I'd already decided that by that time. Now that I'm well into it, I see myself, I've developed the attitude of trying to foster a new attitude, a new image for Slab City, you know, wherein people get known for good things, you know. People get known for building a community library with no incentive, you know, just because it should be there, you know, or building an art garden. I'm trying to, as we speak, we're making a video for the purpose of putting it on the internet, show them the sign, maybe a GPS coordinate or something to go with it, you know, and bring new people, let this thing grow, you know, and not just for the range, but for the whole thing we have happening here. Yeah. I'd like to see it spreading more to material artists as well, you know. This town definitely lends itself to the found art concept. I mean, you could say that my facility here is just such a thing, you know. The only thing is bought material is the wood and the stage, you know. What if I had a radio program I could produce out of here? We have the content already. All we need is a way to get it out there. Sell it to somebody who's doing a webcast or something, you know, an hour a week or a half hour a week, whatever they're willing to take, you know. Surely we have a good enough show to edit out a half-hour show that would sell on any TV network, you know. Old Flintstone, one hot crazy man. He's working harder than in a two-man can. Payday comes round and something goes wrong. Tommy's getting mad. You better go long. Insane way. Get your bottle when you get on stage. Insane way. Oh yeah, I'm looking at her song. Insane way. Good old gals are loving you. Now you're gonna die. What we gonna do? Then there was another night out here watching the stars, and somehow I looked around and I saw this place almost like you see it today, you know, and in there, you know. And then I thought, no, I couldn't do it. that's just too much. This is public land. Somebody come and erase me before I get anywhere, even to have the first opening night, you know. But then I looked down to Salvation Mountain and Leonard Nite, and I said, well, I guess that cuts out that excuse, you know. And I started doing it little by little. By hand, I dug 6 foot deep, 8 foot long trenches to put those poles up. The heat is a pressure, you know. You can walk out here on this slab and not die from it, but you can feel it pushing down on you with the heat, you know, and the infrared and the ultraviolet beating on you, you know. You can just tell it's costing you something to be standing there in the sun, you know. So you don't do that much unless you have some specific reason, you know. Walk from the car to the air-conditioned store or something, you know. And well, the real difference, though, is the snowbirds leave. Now, the snowbirds are people who've had a life, and this is a profile that's not valid because there's thousands of them, you know. But they've had a life, come to retirement time, kids are all gone to college, sell the house, buy a big old expensive rig, and go travel the world, right? Well, then their money starts getting tight. They can't afford the KOA, so where do you go? Come to Slab City, you know? And they'll come and spend the whole winter. I'd say a majority of them must sit home and watch TV every night. I don't know, because I don't see them out and about. They don't come out to the range, you know? But they create a sort of normalcy of society here, you know. Because in the summertime, the only ones left out here are distilled down to the ones that, for one reason or another, don't have any place else to go. Like I said before, with the better examples to live by growing around here, even the people who used to be ones you worried about seem to be less so. Not so angry as there was. Not so challenging as it was. Not so paranoid as it was. But then the snowbirds come back and it's all nice again. Where could you find a better place to have a starving artists community than Slab City? I mean, here's the selling point. No rent! No rent, appreciative audience, an incredible pool of talented people. My name is Bill, I built the range. Long hot days and lonely nights, and it's time to make the change. So it does man, some old and stood up, goes home. Look around here, they thought it was strange. Rogers sat here, well, you were made all day. It broke from mountain, and they began to shout. Look where we're playing today. You can't even stand